Hey everyone, this is Cole. Today I'll share everything I know about Lyra and Lyran Starseeds. I actually have lifetimes in Lyra and it's actually one of my homes. Lyra is really a true heaven. This place was a true heaven, and it's a place where everything went wrong. It's probably the biggest tragedy in our galactic history. What happened there was. Now Lyrans are mostly feline beings from what I channeled, mostly cat-likes and lion-likes. They're also humanoids and they're avian beings too, which I'm not really familiar with avian. Avian is still something I'm learning. It's sort of like a lot of new channels got the avian starseeds and it's interesting. But I'm here to learn as well. Now Lyra is one of the most ancient civilization and one of the most ancient beings. I previous talked about Andromedans, right? Andromedans are like, they come from Lyra, they're from Lyran, and they're the younger soul group of Lyra. I think it's safe to say that Lyra is an older sister to Andromeda. It's something like that. And to Pleiadians, Lyrans are considered great-great-great-grandmother. And to Earth, even further. If Pleiadians are like, if Earth will become Pleiadians in the near future, hopefully, then to become like Lyra is gonna take like very, very long. Like, from Pleiadians' perspective, Lyra is like something that they want to aim for, something they looked up to. Right? They're at a very high vibrational loving. They have really strong purpose. They are just way ahead compared to us. So Pleiadians are divine feminine orientated. Same with Lyra. Lyra is also divine feminine orientated, and Lyra has fully mastered their divine feminine. They're extremely creative. They're very, very imaginative. Very imaginative. Those two are very strong points, and they can express. They're very good at expressing themselves. They also tune with their inner child. They tune with their inner child so well that they can be very childlike, and that's a good thing. Very pure-hearted beings. My experience in Lyra was just, there are no words to explain. It's pure heaven. It's pure joy. It's unconditional love. It's unconditional loving. I mean, I'm living on Earth right now, so to me, Lyra is truly, truly, truly heavenly. Energy is so light. The energy is so pure. Just wow. When I tap into it, or into my history, the divine feminine is full of love and joy. So much of that. And now technology is mainly powered by magic. Right? Like Atlanteans magic and Lemuria magic, they come from Lyra, or they learn from Lyra, right? For our technology, we weren't really using machines or ships. We weren't really using those kind of stuff. Our technology may look very primitive, from normally, but because that's because our technology is magic itself. We are magicians. We are wizards. We are like that, and we are so in tune with our mother nature. We are so in tune with nature. What I saw in my vision was the sky is not blue, it's black. But we saw stars across. We saw galaxies, and it's beautiful, beautiful stars, beautiful night sky. We also have a sun, I believe, but the sun was not very important to us. The moon was more important. The moon was everything, almost everything. So the sky is dark, but the land is bright enough, right? Even if the sun is not, not bright. Funny thing is, the planet is white light. It's already bright. The planet itself is glowing. It's sort of like that. And that it feels like, even though it's night, every day is nighttime, but then it's bright enough. It's very bright. The land is bright. So that's funny. Yeah, so So the planet is white light, and I believe that's the energetic field, the energy field of the planet. It's so purely unconditional loving that the entire planet was light. Because the planet was very high vibrational. They don't even need the sun, yes. And there was no day, only night. Nighttime. If we base on the Earth's definition of daytime, we only have nights. And one of the moments I remember was I was sitting with my close loved ones, or lying down, actually, on the grass, you know, the field full of grass, full of green, full of flowers and trees, and watching the skies, the night sky. Our clothing were white tunic. It's actually very similar to the old ancient Greek tunic clothing. We had a lot of temples in our civilization, but they weren't ordinary temples. They are magical temples that you guys won't expect. Now these temples were like our energy source or something, but there's a lot of magic going on, and I feel like these temples were connected to the moon as well. I feel like they are sort of, you know, they work with the moon, and they work really exceptionally well with the moon. We Lyrans were so connected with the moon than the sun. Instead of the sun, the moon gave us more power. I felt even nature, the field of grass, flowers and trees, all received power from the moon. And there were many moons. We definitely don't have just one moon. I feel like there were 12 moons. The color of the moon is interesting. So there are different colors, right? We have the white moon, the yellow moon, the purple moon, the green moon, the blue moon. We have many colors, different colors of the moon depending on the season, on the month, on the time. So each time there are different colors, we have different seasons, right? Different moon seasons, so we had moon festivals and ceremonies depending on the seasons. I also saw a vision of a huge light transmission, sending out light magic beams to the universe. I feel like that's some sort of magical technologies that we were using. I still don't know the full details yet. But I know that we Lyrans were constantly trying to build heaven, trying to build, you know, a better place, you know, improve our quality of life, improve our ascension or anything. We just want to keep going up. Funny thing is we were already at a very high vibrational level. We were already in heaven, but we just want to level up the game, level up our heaven, right? And one of the things that we were trying to build was immortality, right? So we can live forever, be happy forever, right? Because we weren't exactly mortal. So yeah, there was just no end. Like Lyra was very advanced, you know, compared to any one of us, any other civilization, but there was no end. We could just keep going and going and going. There's no limit. And that's what makes it fun, because it would never be boring to us, because we can keep striving to go higher. It's fun. It's fun. It doesn't make you feel purposeless. Now let me go back. I still remember the grassy field. I was lying down with my loved ones. I was so at peace. I felt so much love and joy just looking at the sky. Like a child would stare at the sky with full wonders of the cosmos. Wow. I don't know why. Every time I think about Lyra, I think about that moment I was lying down in the grass. It was just so peaceful. And there's more actually. Lyra is also sort of connected to the water. So the landscape, there is a body of lake that's very beautiful, and you know, at night, actually it's night every day, so you see the moon with the lake, it matches perfectly. It's just a perfect scenery, and the moon's reflection is on the water on the lake, and sometimes the color of the moon is different depending on the season. So wow, it's so beautiful. I also saw like some fairies and some mythical creatures in that place. It's sort of like the elvish land, you know, fantasy elvish land that we often imagine in fantasy worlds, in fantasy movies or cartoons or whatever. But okay, here is the dark stuff. Here is where everything went wrong. The Draconian invaded us. I'm sure if you guys looked up Lyran Starseeds, like many channels channeled that the Draconians invaded us. I was there. I saw it in front of my eyes. You know, ships, Draconian ships, and it was really instant. Like, it was unexpected, completely unexpected. Right? Everything was decimated. Everything, literally. From an unconditional, loving, light planet to nothing but dust. Like, the planet was destroyed. Nature was completely wiped out. Civilizations destroyed. Temples and all our magic was taken away. They stole our magic. And we're so close. We are so close to building immortality, but it got wrecked. Right? It got stolen. Sort of. I think it got wrecked, that's for sure. The ship destroyed it. And what's worse is, because Lyra is very, very Divine Feminine orientated, the Divine Feminine was completely eradicated there, and thus our Divine Feminine now is like very wounded. You see, we can have Divine Masculine and Feminine, they're both very important and we need to balance it. Divine Masculine is about action, it's about guarding yourself, safeguarding, protecting, discipline, all that. But without Divine Feminine, we feel empty. We're just a robot ready to be programmed. So this is why Divine Feminine is about sovereignty, and you need also Divine Masculine to guard that, to empower that sovereignty in you. And because the Draconian has destroyed Divine Feminine completely, many of our Divine Feminine today are very wounded. And we're traumatized, and some even turn, not some, many turn negative. Like, so nowadays we have to work with our dark Divine Feminine and work with it. Do your shadow work with your dark Divine Feminine. Purify it, transmute into light, right? Clean it. Awaken your true authentic Divine Feminine, your true creativity, your true loving, nurturing, joyful, childlike fun. That energy. No, not envy, not jealousy, not all those negative feminine energy. Right? Those aren't healthy. Learn to be able to express your authentic self. Learn to be your true self. We are all born different, and we shouldn't follow gender roles that are restricting us and that limit us. Learn to be your true self. Don't let anyone else tell you who you be. You choose who you want to be based on your own personality, based on your soul. Listen to your soul. What does your soul tell you? Be that. Because in the end goal, if you don't follow your authentic self, you're gonna be wounded, and we as a collective will be wounded, and we can't ascend. So everyone needs to learn to embrace their authentic self. Honor your own path, and honor other people's path too. Don't criticize. Criticism only comes back to you if you do it. Just like in the Bible, I'm not religious, but many of the religious teachings like Buddhism and all that is similar, right? And just like in the Bible, it says, judge and you'll be judged. So don't judge, don't criticize. Everyone has their own reasons, own paths and own personality, own soul paths, whatever. They have their reasons for doing that. Now, the Lyran trait, Lyran Starseed trait. The first, very playful, very childlike, very charismatic, very adventurous. They love to travel, they love nature, they want adventure in their life. They don't like boredom. They hate it. They want adventure. Very strong empaths, strong empath, very empathetic. They feel a lot of things, feel a lot of emotions. They are also drawn to the moon. They're drawn to the ocean, drawn to the lakes, water in general. They're drawn to water, beaches, etc. They enjoy expressing. So they like to sing, they're very musical. They like musical instruments too. And they're artistic, they like expressing, any form of expressing. whether if it's singing or artists, anything. They want freedom. They're very free spirit and they hate being told what to do. And most of them right now, the Divine Feminine is wounded. Especially those that actually went through the Draconian wars and invasion. If they went through that, the Divine Feminine is very wounded and they need to heal. And when Divine Feminine is wounded, they could suffer from lack of spiritual sovereignty. They could also be jealous and envy, have all those dark feminine traits. So they need to work with that. Do your shadow work, as I mentioned. Cleanse it, reopen your feminine, learn, try to express again. Yes, also, they usually have their masculine is more than their feminine because their Divine Feminine is wounded, so they suppress their Divine Feminine. So do not suppress that anymore, open up now. Be open. And that's all for Lyran Starseeds. There's actually many more information I would like to share in the future. For now, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and share this with your friends. And I'll see you on the next video. Much love, much light. Peace.